Layer 9 heals the Akash. What does that mean, Cryon? It means you have the ability to go into your own Akashic record and sort it. In your own way, you can put the good stuff on top. Now that's very 3D, and that's why I said it that way. Have you come into this place with a human body that has something wrong with it? Cryon, I have a predisposition for a disease. And my parents had it, and my sister had it. I might get it. No, you're not going to believe this. I want you to feel the purity of this message. I want you to feel the love in which it's given. For I'm giving you things that sound outlandish, that sound impossible, that only the masters who walked the earth could do. I'm going to tell you right now, dear human being, that you can sort into your own Akashic record and find the purest DNA that was ever yours. And pick it up and place upon you the attributes of health. That's what Layer 9 is all about. Healing the Akash. You mean I can heal myself? Oh, yes. Through balance. All of these things you want, I know you do. That is why you're here. And you're poised, ready for me to tell you how. And it's easy. And it's difficult. Depending upon how much you believe this. Is this a real communication or is it not? And if you're sitting there saying it's only a man in a chair, have a nice life. Because your DNA is going to remain dormant. You're going to have to start expanding your consciousness to include the things that are unseen. Can you feel the love of God here? If you can, it's a good beginning. I'll tell you this, if you can feel this message, you can accomplish it. It doesn't happen all at once. I'll give you the method. Each one of you is unique on the planet. Each one has a life lesson which is unique. Each one has a life that is unique as lived in the past. Your Akashic record is like no one else's. I know. So why not sit down in a quiet moment, in purity, and say to Spirit, I would like these things. I give permission to activate the things that needed to be activated in my life to accomplish the things I came for. I want to have joy in my life. Find the joy in the Akash, for I deserve it, I earned it. I've had joyful lives. I want self-esteem, because I don't have much. And the higher self will go find the warrior on the battlefield who knows who they are and stands tall among human beings, not with a conceit, but with an assurance of personality. They know who they are. For the one who wants to write the book, go find the orator and the author. They're there. For the one who wants spiritual knowledge, go find the spiritual jar shaman. There's 5 layers. Life lesson, higher self, 2 Lemurian layers, and the healing layer. These are the gifts in this age. Interdimensional they are. And I cannot close this message at this point in time without now asking you to throw away the numbers. You're not allowed now to see them as separate. I want you to see them as a core of light. that pulsates, a doorway. I want to tell you about that doorway of activation. It pulsates with the music of the other side of the veil. If you were to push on that light in your meditations with pure intent, what you're going to find is the hand of the Creator reaching out to you, because the Creator wants to be found. Did you know that? Were you told that the road to find God would be difficult, that you would have to suffer, that God doesn't really care? Nothing is further from the truth. For the Creator wants to be found, because the Creator is family. When you push upon the door, you're going to have help. It is not a task that you have to do alone. It is a cooperation. It is a partnership. I'm going to use the word again. DNA is a partnership. There's a shift happening. And in 3 dimensions, it is filled with change and fear, anxiety, uncertainty. Whether it's the weather or the economy, or whether it's family or friends, or even your job. That's the shift. And then there's another shift going on. All the tools to let you handle it. All of them. You've deserved these things. Mining the Akash. That's what we're speaking of. The healing that is there. All of these things are wrapped up in what the teacher, Peggy, is calling the lattice. The personal attributes of a human being that surround them so much that you can actually read them. The DNA is only the physical vehicle of a quantum state. A quantum state is everywhere. This is going to be tough for you to understand, human being. But there are pieces and parts of your DNA right now that are all over the universe. God knows who you are. Oh, Quantum One, if you start activating these pieces and parts, your lattice will change color. Did you know that? Oh, we'll leave it to Peggy to tell you about that. There's new information, there are new energies, there are new tools, all related to this. And they started years ago, as much as 20 years, in order to prepare you to sit in a place where you'll have help. All that my partner has been through and all the stages he has sat upon has prepared him for this moment where he can begin the teaching and write the book about the DNA of the human. Spectacular. Today. Ready? Appreciate it. Expansion of consciousness. Permission to be your own boss. Change your life. Find the things you need to find. That's what the message is today. Oh, dear one, we're ready to leave. And we've said it before, the hardest thing we do is leave. The part that comes through my partner doesn't want to go, you see. Because I'm linked to him in that way. And he feels it. But the part that is on the other side of the veil, which is quantum, never leaves. And it'll walk out the door with you if you choose, holding the hand of your higher self if you choose. What a gift. What an energy. Indeed. There are those who said this would never happen. That humanity would stay static. They would never move. They would never evolve. They would never graduate. And they were stuck. And all that changed in 1987. So many of you were here, responsible for it, and you don't even remember it. Much happens on the other side of the veil that involves you. Some of you are sitting in the chairs because of it. And if so, you know of what I speak. So go from this place, light worker, with this information. Self-change. Activation. Through intent. Begin the process and watch the differences in your life. There are so many who sit here who have already done this, and they didn't even know how or what. But they're different than they were. Now you know what they've done. Now you know how they've done it. I am Kryon. I am in love with humanity. I am swirling in an energy of appreciation as I wash your feet. That such a thing could be. That I might bring you this kind of message. Finally. Finally. Congratulations, dear humanity, for you're on your way. With free choice, let it be that you would leave this place enlightened past the point at which you arrived. With free choice, let it be that you would go from this place ready to do things that perhaps you were unaware you could do. With free choice, spread the light of this message and of who you are. Peace of God. I invite you to hear the music. And so it is.